live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
The storm is here. Jordan just showed us the entire state line's under winter storm warning. With snow ending, the cold moves in. Combine that with winds getting stronger and roads could be dangerous. We're keeping an eye on those conditions and have some tips for you if you absolutely need to go out. Good evening, I'm Eric Wilson. Mimi Murphy is off tonight. We'll take a look at what it looks like in Winnebago County right now. You got a quick peek of that a few seconds ago. Snow is blowing quite a bit. Our weather team has been keeping an eye on the storm for days. It's Jordan Wolf's shift now. He's back in the Weather Center. Jordan, what else can we expect tonight?
Well, Eric, as I mentioned, we're talking about the snow beginning to come to an end, not really seeing any new falling snow, but we are still going to be dealing with snow-covered roads and the blowing and drifting throughout much of the overnight tonight and into the day tomorrow, and then that significantly colder air, even though it still feels very cold, even colder the rest of the evening tonight. Still snow-covered roads, even might see some ice under there here in our SkyTrack camera up there in Beloit. Because of those temperatures falling as quickly as they did, a flash freeze was definitely very possible. We could have some of the ice down underneath some of the snow on the roads. We're seeing improvements in the visibility, though, up to 1.5 miles here in Rockford. But as we trend a little bit further out over the next couple of days, or even a couple of hours, the visibility, at least from the sky, might improve. But those winds will kick up a lot of that new snow that we just got. As we continue to see those wind gusts will be improving and working their way up through the rest of the night tonight. We're still seeing wind gusts close to 40 miles per hour. Now in Rockford, 36 miles per hour is the newest update of the current wind gust. But the snow coming to an end does provide at least partly good news. We're not going to see any new snowfall, but the snow that's already on the ground going to continue to blow around through the rest of the evening tonight. That's when we see those colder temperatures working their way in. Already feels like below zero, but we're going to continue to see those temperatures falling well below zero, near -10 for some of us here the overnight tonight, feeling like 20, even 30 degrees below zero for the overnight low. So here's what we're looking forward to. We still have to talk about that snow that's tapering off, but blowing and drifting still likely through the rest of the evening. Wind gusts, near damaging wind gusts, with wind gusts close to 40, even 50 miles per hour overnight tonight. And then that sub-zero temperatures, even below zero, 20 to 30 degrees below zero for those wind chills. Then some improvements finally on the way, but I'll let you know what the timing of all of those impacts look like coming up a little bit later.
All right, Jordan, thanks. GettingAroundIllinois.com is a valuable resource during a winter storm like this. The Illinois Department of Transportation website shows current road conditions. Here's a look at the page. You can see most roads are snow-covered or being affected by snow. The darker pink is the worst areas. All of our roads, though, seem to be impacted in some way. Those road conditions are why Illinois State Police ask drivers to stay home. ISP will be out helping in case of an emergency. If you have to go out, the department warns to slow down and move over for troopers. Scott's Law requires drivers to move over into the far lane if possible and slow down for all emergency vehicles, not just police. Violating that law could get you a big fine or license suspension. State police recommend everyone travel with an emergency kit and plenty of gasoline. Also, make sure you let people know when and where you're going. If conditions get too bad, it may take time before crews can get to you. Remember, the city of Rockford's under a snow emergency. That means odd, even parking is in effect. Cars should be parked on the even side today, then move to the odd side tomorrow. That way plow drivers have enough space to clear residential streets. If you're caught on the wrong side, you could get a ticket. As the snow continues to blow out there, local towing companies say they are ready to help anyone who gets stuck. Nikel Delgado spent the day with a tow truck driver. Nikel, what did you learn?
Eric, it is cold out here, and yesterday was the first day of winter, and we are seeing it now. I'm right outside the station. The wind is blowing, some cold wind, and even towing companies are saying that people need to stay inside.
It's going to be 9 below tonight. You shouldn't be on the road, especially with the winds that are going to be out there. It's just very dangerous for everybody. Now with the storm coming in, I'm not as worried about the snow as much as the cold. A lot of people forget about the cold.
A to Z Towing president Bill Wishart is a third-generation tower. He's been helping people for 24 years and says with these extreme cold temperatures, it's important to be prepared in case you get stuck.
People are rushing around right now, and there's been a lot of accidents. a lot of bad accidents, so I can't say enough to slow down a little bit.
If you end up in a ditch or your car breaks down, it's going to take some time for a tow truck to get to you. So Wishart believes it's important to have some necessities in your vehicle.
Make sure you have a coat, blanket, first aid kit, cell phone that's charged up all the time. Don't leave with a dead battery.
If you have to go out, drive slow and make sure to leave a safe distance between you and other cars on the road. And Wishart says it's not a bad idea to let friends or family know where you're going and when you should get there.
We just need to all be careful and get to where we're going so we can see our family this weekend.
Okay. The snow could be blowing tomorrow morning, and so if you are heading out to work or need to step out for a moment, make sure to give yourself an extra few minutes to get there. Eric?
All right, Nicole, thanks. Get warm. Here's another reminder. If you go out to shovel snow off your driveway and sidewalk, firefighters hope you clear the area around hydrants, too. First responders tell us that extra step could protect more than just you and your family. If hydrants aren't clear of snow, firefighters have to do it. That takes precious time away from emergencies. The winter storms caused a Rockford holiday tradition to shut down. Festival of Lights at Sinisippi Park is closed for the day. That means the lights won't be switched on tonight. Organizers have not said if the lights will be on this weekend. You can find an updated list of closures on our website, mystateline.com. That story's pinned to our homepage. Our team of meteorologists will also update the forecast throughout the next few days. Just click on the weather tab at the top of the homepage. Janesville Fire investigates a possible arson. Firefighters were called to Michael's on Deerfield Drive. Before they got there, employees were able to put out the flames. No one was hurt. It's not clear what caused the fire. Investigators say flames started in the store's yarn aisle. The Janesville Police Department encourages businesses and customers to be vigilant and respond quickly to smoke alarms during this holiday season. If you see anything suspicious at a store, notify an employee who can call the police. Community members and colleagues say goodbye to someone who's served Rockford for more than 2 decades. Rockford Fire Headquarters on 1st Street hosted a going-away party for Division Chief Matt Knott. Chief Knott spent the last 25 years working for the Rockford Fire Department. He's been a division chief since 2009. Knott is moving to Green Bay, where he'll become that city's fire chief. He says there are a few things around here that make leaving hard.
I think truly what I miss is all the coworkers, all the people I work with and all the people that helped me through my career. And like I said, that's probably the thing I'm going to miss the most.
Knott takes over as Green Bay's Metro Fire Chief January 1st. The November housing numbers are out, and they show a mixed bag for Rockford area buyers and sellers. We take a look at the numbers next.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Leber, and meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
New stats show the Rockford housing market is slowing a bit. Right around 330 homes were sold in November. That's down from a year ago. Average home prices still rose to $183,000. That too is higher from last November, but it's the lowest in 6 months. Experts blame continued low inventory and interest rates that climbed quickly.
When you look at interest rates climbing rather rapidly since the beginning of the year, that's pushed out some first-time home buyers as well too. So it's kind of given, I think, the buyers a little bit of a pause to think about whether this is the right time for them to jump in.
According to Freddie Mac, the 30-year fixed mortgage rate actually slid a bit recently. It's just above 6%. Not that long ago, it was closer to 3%. A State Line Medical Center receives a donation for cancer care. The SM and SF Club of Rockford donated $10,000 to OSF St. Anthony. The money will benefit the Patricia D. Pepe Center for Cancer Care. Mercy Health Swedes, Northern Illinois Hospice, and Serenity Hospice received the same amount. The donation is part of the club's annual Kick In for Cancer fundraisers that support cancer programs throughout the state line. The money will go towards providing meals and transportation to patients.
It's very uplifting to see the community kind of come together and recognize that getting cancer treatment is not just physically taxing, but also affects people financially and socially. And for them to recognize that there's a lot that can be done non-medically hats off to them. I think it's really thankful for it.
Kick In for Cancer started in 1998 and raises money through several different events, including dinners, a motorcycle run, and golf outing. Like we've been saying, the winter storm we've warned you about is here. When we come back, Jordan shows us what it looks like right now, and he'll tell us what to expect over the next 24 to 48 hours.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Well, snow is actually beginning to come to an end across much of the state line, but that does not mean the wind impacts from the winter storm are over just yet. We still have to deal with quite a bit of wind through the rest of the evening tonight and into the day tomorrow. In addition, we still have all of those brutal wind chills the rest of the evening and into the day tomorrow as well. But those improvements, at least from what's falling from the sky, beginning to work their way in. We're seeing that clearing starting to show up there on satellite and radar. But we still are under that winter storm warning for the entire state line that lasts through early Saturday morning. And that was because of those winds that we're going to be dealing with during the day tomorrow, as well as that brutal cold that's going to be in there as well. Those improvements also showing up, though, on visibility, up to 1.5 miles of visibility in Rockford, 1 mile still in Janesville, but 10 miles of visibility in Monroe, as we're seeing the snow beginning to come to an end, at least from what's falling from the sky. We still have to deal with those winds, though, as we can still kind of see that faded out there, the flag beginning to blow around in the wind there, because those winds picking up now behind what's left of the snow. Snow-covered roads are still in addition to what we're dealing with out there. As we see the snow-covered roads, as plow trying to get some of the snow off. Up there in Beloit, Wisconsin, our Skytrack camera up there is brought to us by Bryden Motors. But those snow plows are going to have some tricky times because of the winds that are going to be rolling in, and the wind will continue to blow all of that fresh snow across the roadways through much of the rest of the day and into the day tomorrow. Those snow-covered roads, as we showed you earlier, still showing up very covered or completely covered to the northwest parts of our state line. The rest of our area still under those mostly covered roads. As we show that's a website from the Illinois Department of Transportation, as we showed you earlier. We continue to see those wind gusts also picking up. 36-mile-per-hour wind gust in DeKalb, 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts are just close to that in Janesville, 32 in Freeport. Those wind gusts is what's going to improve and continue to increase through the night tonight as we see a lot more of that stronger winds working their way in. Along with that, temperatures also taking even more of a tumble, down to 24 below zero is what we feel like now in Rockford. The real air temperature is -1. -4 in Monroe feels like -26. That colder air still working its way in, still filtering in. If we notice some of the wind chills across parts of Iowa, near 40 below zero is what it feels like out there. So we see some of that colder air still working its way in, still filtering in the rest of the evening tonight. So if we time out what's left here of this winter storm, with this blowing snow, or at least the snowfall falling from the sky, beginning to come to an end now, tapering off slightly, but that blowing and drifting, as we can see, still going to last quite a bit longer throughout much of the day tomorrow. Even if we might see some sunshine try to peek in, not going to help with the conditions with all the wind. Those wind gusts close to 40, even 50 miles per hour, starting late into the evening tonight, lasting through much of the day tomorrow, and that's what's going to cause those wind chills to be down well below zero, 25, even 35 degrees below zero for those wind chills. So if you get stranded outside, it is going to be a very cold, potentially even life-threatening night as we continue to see those temperatures in those wind chills dropping the rest of the evening. We are seeing improvements, though, at least from the sky conditions, what's falling from the sky, but temperatures not improving at all, down well below zero through the night tonight as we continue to hold on to those temperatures staying below zero for the next couple of days. Only -1 for the high temperature tomorrow with that blowing snow over the next couple of days. 7 degrees for your Saturday, 10 degrees for Christmas Day.
Now sports with Reagan Holgate.
It's all about the bragging rights tonight for the Illinois men's basketball team. It was exactly 1 year ago today that the Illini beat Missouri, and it's time again for the arch rivals to meet in this non-conference finale. The Tigers are 10-1 to start the season, and they are fast. They rank #1 in the country in transition points. Illinois, on the other hand, has looked unbeatable at times this season, but then also very beatable at other times. They lack consistency. Both of these teams would really like a win to take some momentum moving into conference play. But with a rivalry like this one, you can expect a dogfight.
You know, we can only talk about it, but until they truly have to live that, you know, and the uniqueness of that game. Half their fans, half our fans. You don't see that. And you know, we're trying to make it a a point of emphasis, and we're trying to make it a point that, you know, we've got to play a good basketball team and go win.
And in some more college basketball today, the NIU men's team was in Indiana for an afternoon matchup. They beat the Sycamores 67-57. Keyshawn Williams tied his career high as a Husky with 32 points. And in some local basketball news, the Forest and Holiday tournament was supposed to finish up tomorrow, but due to the weather, all championship games will take place on Monday instead. So here's a look at how things will play out next week. Pecatonica will play Lena Winslow at 5 o'clock. Newman Central Catholic will also play at 5 against Byron, and the winner of each of those games will move on to the championship game that will be played at 8 o'clock Monday night. Both the Cubs and White Sox garnered some new deals today as they continue through the offseason. The Cubs signed two-time Gold Glove winning catcher Tucker Barnhart. His contract is for 2 years and $6.5 million, with the second year as a player option. Then the White Sox acquired reliever Gregory Santos from the Giants in return for minor league pitcher Cade McClure. The Ice Hogs are en route back to the Midwest as they visit the Chicago Wolves tomorrow night. But they finished out their road series in Texas with a bang. Lucas Reichel scored one late in the third to even the score at 2 and force overtime. Then who other than David Gust with the wide open shot to win it for the Hogs. 3-2 the final down south. The Hogs split this series and snapped the Stars' 8-game win streak. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Snow coming to an end now on the First One Interactive Radar, but huge concern for blowing and drifting through tomorrow.
Thanks, Jordan. Thank you for spending time with us. Stay safe.